Good morning. My name is Brent Ryan. I represent Green Group Holdings and 130 Environmental Park, LLC. I have civil engineering and law degrees from UT, and I've been practicing environmental law in Texas for over 35 years. I can say that I've never seen anyone more committed than Green Group Holdings to managing and disposing of solid waste in a manner that protects the environment and minimizes impacts to surrounding properties. And that can certainly be done. All you have to do is look at the Texas Disposal Systems landfill in Creedmoor. 130 Environmental Park will be a very similar facility, but it will be set back even farther from the highway, and it will include even more features for environmental protection. Today, Commissioner Rowland brings you yet another ill-conceived attempt to derail the 130 Environmental Park project, a set of drastic, unnecessary, and illegal revisions to your development ordinance. Commissioner Rowland needs your help. He needs you to turn down this proposal so he can stop being a pawn in a scheme to protect the interests of a handful of people by taking actions that are illegal, are not in the county's best interests, and that will result in the county spending tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, in litigation that it will lose. I was at a recent CAPCOD committee meeting where Commissioner Rowland actually begged the committee to vote against the 130 Environmental Park project, even though the project is very clearly consistent with the Regional Solid Waste Plan. The committee voted overwhelmingly in favor of the project, but the sight of Commissioner Rowland begging the committee was one of the most unseemly and pathetic things I have ever seen at a public meeting. Commissioner Rowland needs your help. Someone else who was at that meeting and saw Commissioner Rowland begging was Bob Gregory, the principal owner of the landfill in Creedmoor. I'm sure you can understand that they would probably like to continue on as the only landfill in the southern part of central Texas. You all know that Commissioner Rowland and Marisa Perales, an Austin lawyer, attended a private meeting on May the 7th to come up with changes to the Caldwell County Development Ordinance intended to stop the 130 Environmental Park project. Commissioner Rowland then tried to get you to adopt those changes at a special meeting, changes that are very clearly anti-development and that would significantly affect private property rights throughout the county. To my knowledge, Ms. Perales' law practice consists solely of representing opponents to development projects. Dennis Hobbs, an employee of Texas Disposal Systems, recently said that Ms. Perales, quote, works for us, end quote. I know you're asking yourselves why Commissioner Rowland is doing this, especially because a preliminary plat has already been filed and the revisions wouldn't even apply to the 130 Environmental Park project. Is it because he's concerned about the potential impacts of the project? Not likely, because Commissioner Rowland knows the facts. Excellent geology, the lack of groundwater, excess stormwater capacity, large buffer zones, and less than 3% of the traffic on Highway 183. Is it because several of his constituents are opposed to the project? You've known him for a long time. Does he get this excited based on calls from a few constituents? It appears to me that Commissioner Rowland has been encouraged, influenced, pressured, and/or intimidated into trying to get you to take various actions in opposition to the 130 Environmental Park project. But I don't know all the details, at least not yet. But if the county does take such actions, Commissioner Rowland will be required to testify under oath in a deposition. Commissioner Rowland needs your help. Until you say no and make it clear that you're not going to jeopardize the financial well-being and future economic growth of Caldwell County by engaging in poorly thought out illegal actions, Commissioner Rowland will keep coming back with more. It's time to let him go tell whoever needs to know that he tried, but the Commissioner's Court just will not go along. Otherwise, you and Caldwell County will be sued, and you and Caldwell County will lose. Thank you. Yes, sir. No, sir. It's not a threat, but I just thought that...
Commissioner, we're not supposed to engage. Well, we're not supposed to have questions of the speakers.
Thank you.
Who's next? Okay.